Now, live breaking news from KCTV 5 News.
Breaking news right now, a shooting right across the street from Highlands Elementary in Mission. It led to the school being placed under lockdown. This all happened just about an hour before school was set to let out on this Friday afternoon. An officer-involved shooting then happened just down the street. Our Betsy Webster is at 63rd and Row now with the very latest. Betsy, a scary situation for everyone involved.
Right now we're actually standing at the intersection of 63rd and Row. I'm going to stand back. We're about a block away from Highlands Elementary School right now here in Mission. This all begins right around...
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it was scary for us as well. I was here with photographer Rob Rhodes. I've been doing this job for 20 years now in March, and I've never been this close to gunfire. I'm going to show you where this happened. Going to step out of the way here so you can see. It was up there at 62nd and Row. That is right across the street from the school. The police are gathered at the house where this happened. Here's the situation. There were gunshots heard at 1:20, 1:30 or so this afternoon from teachers who were in the playground during recess. They brought the kids in right away, sent a message to parents. There was when we got here, we saw a minivan in the parking lot of the school that had a window shattered. School officials told us, well, they were looking into where that came from. They weren't sure where that gunfire came from. 2:50 p.m. I'm checking my notes here, going through this. Parents picked their kids up. They were being told to pick them up one at a time. They had to be escorted out of the school. While the parents were picking the kids up, we noticed police in front of the house, and they were just looking around. In the meantime, by the way, the parents are picking them up. Photographer Rob Rhodes saw this, what looked like a teenager, 16 to 18 years old, leaving that house. Didn't seem really that anything too strange. But then later, police were at that house. They seemed to be very concerned, spending a lot of time at that house. Seemed clear to us that they thought perhaps the gunfire had come from that house. It was 3:10 p.m., as I best recall it, looking at my phone, when we heard them start yelling, and they had their guns drawn. We have some video of that leading up to what happened. They had their guns drawn on the home. They started off by just telling the young man to come out of the house. And then as their voices got louder, as they kept repeating their commands more urgently, police started yelling for everyone in the area to get away, to get back in the school. The parents got back in the school. And I'm going to play you what happened next. We are not going to show this young man's face or what happened, what you can see after he drew the gun, but you'll be able to listen to what happened next.
Hands up! Put your hands up! Put your hands up!
No, Krista, the short answer to that is no. Again, we just got here about, a short while ago. They're still pushing people back. I mean,
this all happened very, very quickly. We were standing rather close to the house when we saw the guns drawn. When they started yelling, as they started telling everybody to get back, we just ducked down behind our car. There was no way to get to any place safe. The parents were rushed into the school. From what I can tell, they were rushed in and made it in before the gunfire, though we were, again, ducked down behind the car with our camera pointed at the house, but not standing up to where we could see it until we reviewed it later. And tell you that the young man did appear to be struck. It seemed, from what we can see, that we didn't want to show you, that he was only hit by one bullet. It appeared to hit him in his lower abdomen or upper leg. We saw him clutching that area as he fell to the ground. Police, who then approached us to ask if we were okay, told us that it did not appear to be life-threatening injuries. They also told us that they were not aware of anyone else who was hit. No police hit, no parents, no children. Needless to say, parents were very, very concerned. But at this point, we are told that they believe the children, the parents, and everyone else is safe. That's what we know right now. I'm going to step back on camera here and I have to admit, I'm trying to calm down here a little bit, but we were certainly shaken up. A photographer with another station was walking by just as this was about to happen and didn't see it happening. I had to grab him and put him down. I mean, that whole duck and cover thing definitely happened today. Back to you guys.
Glad you're okay. Betsy, thank you so much for that very important update. Again, happening just here within the last hour or so. Shots fired across from Highland Elementary near 62nd and Row. Again, thank you, Betsy, for your update.